What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new album from the band Obsequiae, entitled The Palms of Sorrowed Kings. This is released on 20 Bucks Spin. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very melodic, medieval, nature-influenced style of black metal. Yeah. My first introduction to this band was their 2015 sophomoric effort entitled Aria of Vernal Tombs. Upon listening to that album and then further reflecting on things now, I really loved that album, and I was really enthralled by just how majestic and methodical everything was about that record, from the sweeping riffs to the vocal styles to the overall songwriting, and just a really well put together record, because this is one of those bands that has a musical style so diverse you probably wouldn't even want to call it black metal upon your first listen. This is more along the lines of epic castle, medieval sort of sounding stuff, and I really totally get why a lot of people call Obsequiae castle metal. Really awesome stuff. And of course, upon getting to know this band a little better, I was able to listen to some of this band's earlier material, most notably their 2006 self-titled release, and then their proper first full-length album from 2011 with Suspended in the Broom of Eos. That was a really awesome record, and of course, Aria of Vernal Tombs still holds up pretty nicely today. But moving into 2019, Obsequiae are back, and we have their third full-length entitled The Palms of Sorrowed Kings. It's 12 tracks, and it clocks in around 49 minutes in length, so this is pretty much the lengthiest material this band has put out to date. But I would also have to say that this is probably some of this band's most passionate, most hardest working material to date. And from the minute you hear the opening plucks of the harp on the intro to the moment of Ceres and Emerald streams, you already know what you're going to be in for with a release like The Palms of Sorrowed Kings, and it is just absolutely a joy to listen to. It's very beautiful, it's very uplifting, it's very strong, and there is a lot to dive into with a release like this. And what really makes this album sound so good is the fact that Tanner Anderson is such a genius musician. In terms of him playing guitar and bass work, just the way he handles things, the way everything sounds, the way everything is played, it is just beautiful. The melodicism in the riffs, it just sounds clean. It sounds beautiful. I mean, hearing it on tracks like Ceres and Emerald Streams, to In the Garden of Hyacinths, Morrigan, Asleep in the Bracken, to even one of the lengthier tracks on this record with Emanations Before the Pythia. Just some really well-established songwriting going on here with these riffs and with these bass tones. Everything sounds awesome, everything is beautifully played, beautifully executed, and it just really makes you appreciate the level of depth and detail that goes into every single riff that gets played on this record. It is just absolutely beautiful to listen to. When it comes to the drumming, if I'm not mistaken, the guy who plays drums is also the drummer for the band Vex, so there's a little bit of a Texas connection going on here. This guy is a really awesome drummer, and you hear a lot of his diversity and detail in his drum style when it comes to the more melodic, slow-paced sorts of moments, to where things pick up and you get a little bit of blast beats here and there. It just really sounds awesome, and I definitely think his drum style is very much suitable for the type of music that Obsequiae plays, and it's just really beautiful to listen to. And another thing that makes this album so special are the harp interludes. You hear these beautifully played harp instrumentations during certain parts of this record. Kind of serves as a moment for you to take a little bit of a rest and relax a little. But once the harp interludes come and go, you get thrown right back into the mighty castle metal musicianship that Obsequiae play here. And these harp moments sound absolutely gorgeous. And when it comes to the vocals, these vocals are really awesome here. I love the diversity here. I love the high-end sort of moments of Tanner's voice. and then we get the more robust singing sort of parts going on in certain moments of this record. I think it really sounds awesome, and it adds a lot of clarity to what's being done here on the Palms of Sorrowed Kings. Just a really, really well executed vocal performance going on here. A lot of intensity, a lot of emotion and passion, a lot of diversity going on here, and I really appreciate what's being presented with the vocals here. So overall, if you're a fan of what Obsequiae does, I think you're going to find this to be the best material this band has done yet. It is absolutely lush and gorgeous, absolutely well executed and well played, beautiful riffs, beautiful harp strings, beautiful drumming, awesome vocal work, just a very tight-knit package. And I know that 20 Buck Spin has been putting a lot of emphasis on death metal releases this year, but I don't think anybody should be sleeping on this Obsequiae record. This is just an absolutely beautiful album to listen to, and hopefully there'll be more stuff like that within the coming years ahead. So, if I do think of any personal favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Ceres and Emerald Streams, In the Garden of Hyacinths, Morrigan, Asleep in the Bracken, and Emanations Before the Pythia, and not to mention the harp interludes are just absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'll leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the 20 Buck Spin Bandcamp page where you can listen to this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can stream it, buy it digitally, and it's available physically as a CD and 12-inch vinyl, so you have many options to pick up a copy of that. So again, the album is The Palms of Sorrowed Kings by Obsequiae. This is released on 20 Buck Spin. Definitely check this one out. And for a score, I'm going to give this a very strong 9 out of 10. Absolutely beautiful record. Definitely some of the best stuff this band has done yet. So if you happen to have heard this album, definitely let me know what you think about it, how you feel about it. We can go from there. Are any of you guys into Obsequiae? Definitely let me know. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until next time, Army Ho out.